Welcome to another episode of Fougere Family Adventures. Today, I'm going to show you how I tie my row sacks for salmon fishing and trout fishing. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Now, we live a distance away from salmon rivers, so we buy our bait from Rob's Baits, and this is what it looks like when we get it. We dry it out, then I use a Fougere egg cure. I usually use the red hot double stuff. And after that, we add a little bit of borax to the eggs, which helps disperse the scent in the water. Now, when I make row sacks, I like to use my Baitmaker tool that I purchased at a local shop in Mission. It allows me to cut the perfect size of eggs and make the perfect size of bait for the coho or trout that I'm targeting. All you have to do is place it in the Baitmaker. As you can see here, you gather it up, twist the netting, and then I'm going to be tying with this elasticy thread on the egg. You don't want to squeeze too hard, otherwise the juices from the eggs will come out. And if you have enough wraps on it, you'll see that it's tight enough. I cut the excess netting, and I've made my row sack. The top of that row sack is perfect for sticking your hook through, and it creates a perfect bait profile in the water. I'll show you one more time. You cut the amount that you need. You see there that I had a little too much, and I add the eggs into the Baitmaker. Then it's simple. You have to close it up. Make sure you don't have any holes with the netting, otherwise your eggs will slip out. And you twist it and use this thread again. Try not to squeeze too hard. You don't want to lose those juices from the eggs. And you will create the perfect egg sack. As you can see, I like using gloves when I'm doing this. The dye that we're using stains everything. So if you do not want something stained, make sure you lay some towel down. I usually lay a garbage bag down. Make sure you're careful and you don't get this everywhere. There you go. Another perfect egg sack. This netting can be very sticky when using gloves. As you can see, I struggled with it. I usually like to lay a bunch of netting on the table so that I can do a whole bunch of row sacks at a time. That way, I'm not struggling trying to grab each individual piece of net. And sometimes if you have someone who can help you, it'll make this process easier. You can see here, as I squeeze, there's a little bit of juice coming out of the egg. That's normal, but don't squeeze any harder because you don't want to lose that juice. After we're done with these eggs, I usually like to place them in a small jar. I prefer using small peanut butter jars because I can store the eggs nicely in the fridge and they store nicely in my fishing vest when I go fishing. So as you can see, I like to leave a tiny bit of netting on the top of the row sack. This allows me to put my hook through the top, and I put it through a couple times. This will allow me to fish that row sack for multiple casts, and it doesn't come off as easily. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel.